All right. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hope you are having a great start to your day. This is your girl, Maya Harris, founder of the Womb Network, and welcome to day six. Oh my goodness. Day six of Beyond the Boycott series for the next 30 days from March 1st to April 1st, really 32 days. I'll be sharing information on alternatives using Black and Brown businesses rather than shopping at the businesses that are not supporting our community or culture, right? So, for the past few days, we have talked about different directories that you can use to be able to find businesses that are Black and Brown businesses in your area. We have talked about alternatives to the big box companies, the Amazons, Walmarts, the Targets, right? We have talked about groceries, how to find Black farmers, how to find Black grocery stores. All right. So today is another thing that I think everybody really is like, ugh, like how where am I gonna find this? One of the hardest. This might be even harder than the groceries, y'all. This might truly be harder than the groceries. All right. And so I'm talking about gas stations. Oh, are you kidding me? Trying to find a Black or brown owned gas station is so hard to find. So we're gonna look at a couple of things that you can do, right, to make sure that you are supporting a Black or brown gas station, or at least supporting an ally, right, in the movement. Okay, so first of all, let me show you something real quick. I'm gonna add this to the stage real quick. In fact, I'm gonna hide myself because I want you guys to be able. It's kind of hard. It's small print, kind of hard to see. So I'm gonna put myself in the corner. All right. So this is the list I'm pulling from. So as I told you on day one, I was provided with this list a couple of weeks ago. Companies that are supporting like Project 2025, companies that have gotten rid of their DEI policies. And so there are a ton. There's just a ton of companies on here that we have to be aware of, and you have to make the decision on where your dollar is going to go, right? And so, looking at this list, it's funny. There's so many things on here. But when I thought about the gas stations, because I was going last week, I was driving and needed to fill up my tank, and I was just like, oh man, I really wish I knew where our Black owned gas stations were. And I posted it on Facebook, and had a friend connect me to a reel that's another friend had done that talked about a gas station that was Black owned in the Richmond area, and I was like, okay, cool. At least I know of at least of one, right? And so I was like, I wonder what companies, because when you're supporting the gas stations, that's one thing, but the actual oil companies, are there any oil companies that that are still considered an ally? I don't know if we can consider any of them an ally. I mean, a lot of them are so crooked. But went on to this list, guys, and um, we see Exxon is on this list, right? We see Shell Oil is on this list. We see that Mobil Oil is on this list. So it is really important. It is really, really, really important to make sure, okay, what gas stations can I go to that's not getting their oil from these three major ones. And one that I noticed that wasn't on here was BP. I know there's BP stations across the country. And of course, it's British Petroleum for my young heads out there. Didn't know what BP stands for. BP is British Petroleum, right? So they are not on this list. Now, do they have a DEI policy? It's not an American-owned company, so do they have a DEI policy? I don't know, right? But they're not on this list. And so right now we're going to consider them to be a place that you can get your gas if you don't have a Black owned gas station in your area. And so I was actually really curious, like, okay, how many Black owned stations do we have in the country, period? Is there a directory that I can find? Is there, a place that we can at least state by state figure out where our Black gas stations are? And so I came across a website called Black Tribe, which I'm very excited about. I will tag them once I finish this live. Black Tribe. Really want to learn more about this site, this organization, what they're doing. But they took the time to gather the number of Black gas stations that we have in the United States. And it's a little disheartening, right? Take a look real quick. It's a little disheartening when we actually look at the actual number. So according to blacktribe.org, there are only 29 Black gas stations across the entire country. Only 29. All right. And they have taken the time to really look for some. And so what I would do is go to blacktribe.org, and I want to make sure I put the link to this up so that everybody can at least take a look and see, what's available in their in your area, right? Actually, I'm also going to put it in the comments so that you can click on it. All right, there's the link in the comments. If you are following me on YouTube, it should also show up on Facebook, hopefully. If not, I'll go back and make sure I add it. All right, so it's a live link for you. So if you go to blacktribe.org and you go to this particular article that they put together, they have it separated by state. All right, so Alabama, Florida, California, Georgia, Illinois, Maryland, Michigan, Missouri, Ohio, Tennessee, Virginia, and Wisconsin are the states that have somewhere in that state a Black-owned gas station. So go to your state and see if what's listed. Again, if your state is not listed, then you have to really just look at, okay, who am I getting the gas from? What company am I getting the gas from? And are they considered an ally? Like I said, British Petroleum is not on this list, so they can possibly can be considered an ally. I don't know where Wawa gets their gas, but they're not on this list, right? And so you want to find out where they're actually getting their gas from. I live in Virginia, as you already know, so I'm going to go ahead and click on Virginia. And there's only one listed. Of course, it is in Richmond, Virginia. So my Virginia folks, and it is a BP gas station. And so it's on Broad Rock Boulevard here in Richmond. All right. So Virginia, at least we have at least one. And that is actually not the one I learned about the other day. So I want to make sure that I send a message into Black Tribe so they can add this other Black gas station that I learned about. And I said, I'm going to make sure I go check them out first to make sure they're still Black owned. Right. But as soon as I can verify that, and then we'll go ahead and I'll send that information in. But really, again, it's all about research and double checking and asking the questions. If this is not Black owned, or what company do you actually get your gas from? Who provides the actual gas to you? And then do a little extra research on that particular company. But we know Mobil, Exxon, and Shell are all at least pro Project 2025 and pro or anti-DEI. All right. So keep that in mind when you are making your purchases. And again, all we have to do is take the time, just take that little extra effort and make sure supporting businesses within our help keep the dollar circulating in our community. All right, family. So I will see you here tomorrow. We're going to tackle a little bit more of this list, give you some more alternatives, be shouting out some of the content creators. And tomorrow I'm actually going to be sharing some businesses that have sent me their information in to let you know. So we're going to share some of those tomorrow too. All right. So if you would like for me to shout you out, just make sure that if you look in the description, there's a place for you to click on the link and send me your information so I can shout you out on here as well. In the meantime, y'all, be blessed and be a blessing. And remember, in order to go beyond the boycott, we have to take the time to focus and build our communities. Y'all have a great day.